Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Tucker, Product Manager for the Design System Group here at GitLab. We're going to take a look at our 17.11 planning issue this morning where we have one single theme, and that is to prepare to ship dark mode to beta. Before we look at what we're going to do to wrap up that though, let's take a brief look at what we shipped last milestone. So we finalized some decisions on the button group designs, got those into GitLab UI so that anyone that is using those components is using the sort of vetted and official way for button groups to look in dark mode. We addressed a number of the findings for the Duo Chat group when we completed our audit from a couple milestones ago, found and addressed all of those dark mode challenges. And then we have been auditing 3 new groups, so code review, project management, and the environments group. We've had our designers and developers looking into all of those to figure out what issues that we have in those product features that will show up in dark mode. So for the validation and design track, our designers are actually done performing audits on other parts of the system. We have completed audits on 9 groups now, maybe 10. Again, looking at the highest priority groups across GitLab, the ones that have the largest user base or particularly important strategic direction. So at this point, we're transitioning to a self-serve model where teams are going to be responsible for addressing any remaining issues in their product. We are hosting AMAs to help teams learn more about dark mode and how they can address their features. We've also got a bunch of docs and example walkthrough videos, so plenty of resources for you to run these audits on your own. That's going to free our designers up to turn their attention to the gaps that we found while auditing the product. There are some areas that we don't have great solutions for with our existing design token selection. So we're going to be looking to build out those additional tokens and update our guidance as necessary to ensure these experiences remain consistent. We've also got engineering looking into our future direction to figure out how to improve the organization of the Pajamas design system repositories with the goal of providing a clearer single source of truth. We're also going to take the time to look at some documentation. So we want to provide some better guidelines for when you should or shouldn't author design tokens, just generally how we're going to manage those overall. And we've also got to improve our Tailwind documentation a little bit to better map out the connection between Tailwind classes and our design token inventory. On the engineering side of the house, we're going to continue to support the teams that we have previously audited. So we've got some findings that our team is going to address in the code review, project management, and global search groups. So our teams are going to be looking at that in this milestone. And we're also going to officially transition dark mode from experiment to beta. Now, this is mostly a docs update in the product. We've got a few places where we explicitly label dark mode as experimental, and I don't think it's mentioned one way or the other in the docs, so we need to make it clear there. So mechanically, there's not a ton of change happening in the product. What you see today is effectively what's going to ship in the beta. The biggest transition is going to be internally, where we're moving from this being an effort that the design system team is leading to an effort where we're looking for other teams to help. Thankfully, the reason we're going to beta now is because the quality across the product looks great. We don't see a ton of issues. Nothing is severely broken that we have seen in several months. So we're in good shape, and the things that we're looking to address with the self-serve mode are mostly small refinements, right? Improving the quality, but not making it work in the first place. Let's see. That is the sum of our plans for this milestone. So if you have any questions, any feedback, please reach out. We're happy to chat.